Hey guys.
Hi.
Welcome
It's
back
to
our video.
Hi, this is Elena.
Hey Michelle.
Do you know who she is?
No, but it's pretty.
This is called a hellebore.
Why would I know that? Why would you ask me to guess? That's just rude.
I don't know. Sometimes you have knowledge I don't.
No.
Yes, you do.
Not on this topic.
Okay.
From now on, I don't have any knowledge.
Okay, so hellebore is kind of before we started recording any of these voiceovers for these flowers, I felt paranoid because there were ones that I haven't said out loud before, like gloxinia, and I'm like, that seems so strange. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I'm just gonna double check a few of them. So I did so, and hellebore was one that I was not pronouncing right because at first I was misreading it completely as hellborn. It just seemed like a cooler name.
Yeah.
And finally, when I read it correctly, I thought it was just hellebore. But nah, there's it just has a rule to it where it has to be hellebore. At least that's how Google has told me. I hope it hasn't steered me wrong. But why would it? I don't know. Anyway, hellebore is kind of interesting because it has all these little bits and bobs in the middle of it. So there's going to come a point where I have to keep duplicating all of these things and rearranging the center. Oh no, Momo's at the door, but I can't do anything for you, Mo, because Chow Chow's in my lap.
I could, but I'm not going to. You live here.
You live in this room. All your food
Here's
is
this
here.
shape again.
Yeah, that's how I like to start out my vases. And I always, sometimes
Why don't you just use the same one you've used?
it's just easy to make the shape. It's just a quickie.
Looks pretty hard.
Well, I mean, a lot of them, too, are a different number of petals or a different number of leafy bits on the bottoms. So I do need to count them out separately each time. And sometimes when I'm trying to figure out, what it is I've made, you'll see my mouse kind of scrolling around in a circle around it, counting out each of the little divisions. What was this for? And, I'm looking at pictures and all that stuff. It's I don't remember anymore. Anyway, but this one is just 5 leaves. Pretty simple deal.
Noses.
Oh, they do. Cute noses.
Momo has a cute nose.
So hellebore has kind of contrasting meanings in Victorian flower language because it has associations with serenity and peace and tranquility, but it also is associated with stress, anxiety, and scandal. And in this one flower language book I have, if you give someone a hellebore, its meaning I think is we will survive this gossip or something like that. So it's I don't know, just give me one solid answer. But hellebore, I guess it just has so many dimensions.
It's an omen of death.
Possibly. You're gonna die, but you're gonna be happy about it. Let's see.
We were watching Alien.
We certainly were.
We finished it.
What did you think?
I think that Predator was cooler. And that Predator would win.
Ooh. We had talked about this a few videos ago. I think it was for the Star video. And I said I was going to look it up and put it into the description for the video of just what the plot of Predator versus Alien versus Predator is. But I can just talk about it here too because I don't know if I said any of it to you out loud, Shell. Did I?
I don't know.
Okay. So I Googled it. I looked on Wikipedia and it says that in Aliens versus Predators, this group of humans, we're on Earth, and they go into some ancient ruins and they find some aliens. And so half of the group get face-huggered or face-suckers. I can't remember what they're called. And then a few predators come onto the scene because that's part of the predator culture. Is every few hundred years they have a kind of arrangement where they kind of grow their own alien creature, the same one from Alien, just on Earth, and they have a fun fight, and that's the ultimate predator prey that they want to fight and have a cool time with it. And then they have a fail-safe where they know how to kill the alien just in case it gets out of containment or whatever. So it's...
Who is they?
The predators.
The predators have fun making an alien to
Yeah.
fight. Okay.
Yeah, so at this particular time, a lot of humans just stumble upon this scene, and they shouldn't have been involved, but whoopsie-doopsie, it happens. So, a group of these humans. All of them die except for one person who...
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No. It's some chick, and she apparently is just so cool that the predators are like, yeah, you're one of us. I feel like something happens where they're like accepting of her. And so she, even though they should have felt threatened by her or like wanted to kill her if she proved herself competent, like I think they just thought she was cool. So yeah, the humans and the predators working together, they managed to kill the aliens because they did get out of containment and the failsafe didn't really work, but then it was fine. But then one of the predators had gotten injured, and as it's leaving orbit with its other fellow predators, then like a chest burster comes out of it. And it's an alien predator thing.
Oh my
so
goodness.
it's a combination. And I don't remember if
That's all in one movie?
yeah, so that's but that's how it ends. You think that the predators won and that it's actually fine for Earth too, but no, like the alien kind of wins in a way. So
Interesting. And then, yeah, so there's Alien 1 and 2 and 3. I don't know if there's more than that. And then there's Predator, Predators, Aliens versus Predators. And then what was the other thing?
Oh.
The origin of the aliens?
yeah, Prometheus, which I saw at one point.
Yeah, when that came out, I was always thinking that it was a mythology.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, it does sound very Greek. Yeah, I don't know if I knew what I was getting into when I saw all the little bits and pieces, because I don't think I saw the whole thing. But it starts off really weird, where there's a completely unrelated alien species person we see, like, right from the beginning, offing himself, and that's how the movie starts. And
Which
then
one?
Prometheus,
Oh, okay.
before even the plot of Alien starts, and it's a whole thing. But, bless you.
I did it so covertly that you wouldn't even have to comment on it. You wouldn't have to say bless you, nothing.
If anyone heard
Sisters.
what sounded like a hiccup, that was just a really stifled
No, I
sneeze.
was so quiet. You can't even, it wasn't even picked up.
Oh, special celebrity birthday. This is going to be posted on February 12th. So guess whose birthday's in 2 days? That's right, our mother. Happy birthday, Mom.
Yes, happy birthday, Mom. I was waiting to hear who the celebrity birthday was.
Our mother.
It took me a second to catch it.
Who else? Yeah, if any of you observe Valentine's Day, you should actually stop doing that because it's disrespectful to us, and instead celebrate our mom's birthday.
Yes.
It's
With
only
hellebores.
polite. Yeah, exactly.
Nothing says Valentine's Day like a hellebore.
Mm-hmm. But only as long as you're thinking thoughts about the serenity and peace.
Tranquility, yes.
Yeah. And just a little bit of scandal, just for fun.
That's how we should sign off. Now we have nothing to talk about.
Oh, we should only talk about birthdays at the end?
No, I just felt like that felt like a really concluding moment.
Maybe I can clip it into the end. Or maybe, I'll just, like, copy it, and then
So we don't have to say anything else the rest of it.
Yeah. So here are all these little mini bits that are going to get duplicated, and now here's a leaf. I think I only have to make 2 leaves, so that's nice. Yay for me.
Why don't you ever make the stem? Like, you just put it in there. You arrange stuff, and then it's like, oh, there's a stem. You never show us the stem.
I don't... like, making the stem is just... I have to toggle around so much to do it and rearrange things, and I think it's just kind of boring to watch in the end. But if you feel like I should... Like, I've already done all the video edits for the videos for this month, but for my next flower, I guess I could include me making the stem. It's just...
I mean, it's your choice. I've noticed. I've noticed a lot. It's a running theme.
Yeah.
Lena likes to put petals and leaves floating, and then next scene, it's all together.
Yeah. I mean, it's true.
It's your worst quality.
It's your only pet peeve about me. Yeah, next, I'm going to make more flowers outside of this month, so I'll include stems one of those times. Yeah, I need to make a whole bunch of these. So I duplicate them, and then I arrange them all beautifully.
Oh, how irritating. For you to have had to move all these million things you just copied.
Yeah.
How many did you make? 2 million?
Yeah, at least. At the time, I had looked up so many things about flower anatomy and things. I think that these were something called an anther. So I think the anthers are the taller ones, and then the tube ones are the nectaries. It's weird to have to do Google images so often, just be like, hellebore anatomy. Like, what are these things called? Because I need to, the little outliner window to the side there, I always need to name each mesh to make sure everything's organized, and it would be nice if I could just name it all scientifically, so I may as well.
Yeah. So cute. You're learning.
Yeah, and then I forget it, you know. This past month, I've been thinking about Georgia O'Keeffe, because I feel like she would understand me. She had to paint a lot of flowers.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, Georgia O'Keeffe's the only person in this town who gets me.
This one's magenta. Did you keep the magenta?
I think I do. I think it stays pretty purpley and reddy. Yeah, right now I'm going through with a height brush and making little ripples on each petal. I only show a little bit of that process, but it's like, you can see there's some like rippliness.
Is that fronts and backs?
Yeah.
There's so many.
Yeah, so 5 petals front and back, so that's 10 little shapes I have to deal with.
And then the leaves? I feel like that's too many for just fronts and backs.
The leaves are those 4 figures that are cut off at the bottom. Yeah.
Okay.
Right now, I'm going through, I think this is a lighter shade of purple, and I'm going through little by little. Like, first I started with really light opacity and small brush, and then I started building it gradually to get to, like, higher opacity, or what is it, like, more opaque, and bigger brush to get more of these speckles.
When you're using it, like, it's touching the edges of others.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's nice to have UV'd all of these things properly, because if I ever get around to editing all my stuff for, like, my process of making my reel, I had done some flowers there, and, like, all of the stuff there, I didn't UV anything very nicely. I did a lot of automatic UVs, so I was like, it's fine, like, it doesn't matter, but it matters. It matters a lot, and it makes it a lot easier when your UVs are perfect like this to just, like, draw flat and, like, know that things are good, because there are some times when, how you noticed how I was drawing some dots on one flower petal and some dots were appearing on other flower petals, and that was fine for that purpose. I didn't need to correct that or anything, but there were some times when I did need to correct things, so I was able to use masks to kind of prevent that from happening, and I think I was only able to do that because my UVs were done so nicely so that I could just be like, okay, this entire petal, none of those little white dots should appear on it at all, so, like, just black mask on it. Have I talked about masks? Have I explained them in a way that makes sense?
I understood that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's like masking tape. Anyway, so yeah, UVs. I'm happy about the way I've done UVs this time around.
So every night Avery wants us to read Pete the Cat, and tonight he wanted me to read this one story that, and I guess it's just any story where Callie has this certain, I can't, it's, okay.
Tell me more.
It's like a tongue twister, and I don't know if it is for you, so I'm going to have you say it. I'm going to type it on my phone.
Okay.
It's just like my mouth slurs over it.
Let's see. Okay. Asks Callie. Yeah, that's a tricky.
Asks Callie. Callie asks Callie.
Yeah, Pete asks Callie.
It's like I have to, like, slow it down or, like, pause. Like, I can read the rest of the book so fast, and it's like, asks Callie.
I wonder, like, a snake.
Like, is it something to do with my retainer? Or, I don't know.
Yeah. The way you started this story made it sound like Avery chose this for you to read that one specifically so that it would be difficult for you.
No, she asks things. I think it's just whenever anyone asks anything, but with Callie specifically, it feels like it's a harder step between the asks and the Callie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Not tongue twister, just
difficulty. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, had to, like, incorporate all these little colors because there's just a little hint of greenishness at the center of the petals. Don't forget it.
And we're there.
Yeah.
Beauteous.
Thank you.
Those 2 leaves are so fun at the back.
Yeah, I like it. I think that this one is, it might be my favorite.
Oh no.
But it might be, but I also really like Gloxinia. That's the very last one that's going to be posted this month. So make sure you tune in.
I'll just guess Gloxinia tomorrow when we do our voiceover.
It's not. You know it's not. Today was the 4th one. So you know Gloxinia can't be coming.
I'll guess anyways.
I think
I'm not going to be able to remember that name anyway. So there's no harm, no foul.
Just think like a gun, like a Glock. Like a Gloxinia.
Huh. If you use a Glock, you sin. Gloxinia.
Ooh, totes. And when you sin, you go, Gloxinia. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. Come back on Friday for another mystery flower.
See you next time. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum.